Good morning, guys. Laura here from Hedgehog's Homestead. Last week I was picking some cucumbers that are supposed to be the size of pickles. So they're usually about, so big. Well, this one got away from me. And you can see how orange it's getting, or almost, pretty orange, yellowy. This cucumber isn't good to eat. Because it would taste really bitter, even though it's cool how large it is, when you're first going cucumbers. But this will not go to waste, because what we can do with this is get the seeds out of it. So I'm going to show you how to do that process. I'll bring you in a little closer so you can see what I'm doing on my table here, and let's get to it, okay? So we're going to cut this cucumber right down the middle. And so all you need for this is a knife, a spoon, I have a little bowl of water, and I have this little funnel here. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get out all the seeds and just kind of put them in my little funnel here. Some people like to make relish out of the orange ones. They think it's great for relish still. I haven't done that, so I can't give an opinion on that, but I don't know. That just doesn't sound right to me. Okay, and so when I get I'm just going to put the rest of this like pulpy stuff in here and separate it as much as I can before. Now, out of one cucumber that went bad on the vine, that over-ripened, I have all the seeds I need in this particular variety. So, isn't that awesome? So, if we're worried about a seed shortage for next year, or if you just want to save some money, buy one pack of seeds and never buy again. I like to collect seeds from peppers and tomatoes and all kinds of fun stuff. And okay, and so I'm just going to kind of push that to get the rest of the pulpy stuff out. Put some of that water in there. I'm going to put my other seeds in there now on the other side. Now, if you come upon a seed that looks hollow, or almost like paper thin where you can see through it, go ahead and take that seed out, and don't try to save that seed, because it's not going to be viable. Okay. And the nice thing about saving seeds, also for your area, is that you've grown in your own backyard, is you know how well that plant did in your backyard. And you also know that if you save seeds from the same variety and the same plant every year, you can grow that plant stronger each year. Now, I only grew one variety of cucumbers in my yard, So I'm not worried about cross-pollination. And you want to also make sure that you grow cucumbers from heirloom plants. So if you buy a seed, look for that heirloom variety on there, because if you get a hybrid, the seeds can come back as something different each year. And so try to go for those heirloom varieties. If you're just trying to save money and you don't care and you just want cucumbers because you need food on the table, do whatever you can. Okay. So now that I got the big chunks in here, I'm just going to put this in my water. There we go. Now the fruit, bring you guys in a little closer. The fruit from this, like the pulp, or not really the pulp, but like chunks like that, will float to the top when you put it in the water. So it's easier to grab. You don't need to ferment this. And what you're looking for when you look at all your seeds here, all of these look pretty good. And they all look like they have something in them. I'm not seeing any unviable seeds so far. And what an unviable seed will look like, I'm not seeing any of these cucumbers, not seeds looking unviable, but what they look like is like you can see through the whole seed inside. It's like looking at an empty sack. So we're gonna let them sit about an hour or two, and then we'll come back and I just wipe them off with a paper towel, and that's it, guys. Don't even need to wait that long. You can go ahead while guys, back in a few minutes. I'm just going to kind of keep on going through these. Some in like tomato plants and some other, the unviable seeds will sink to the bottom too. They don't float as well. All right, guys, we're just going to let them sit for a little bit longer. We'll be right back. Okay, guys, so now they've soaked for about an hour, and now what I'm going to do is that if you look really nice and close, you can kind of see that these have a little bit of a membrane on them. I hope you guys can see that. So I put them in my strainer, and I just, took the bowl and put it into my strainer. Now I'm taking that out. Now you can see all the stuff that's still on there, right? Now I saw somebody else do this recently. I've been doing this for years. So I had planned this a long time ago, and then I saw his video after I had planned this. So we all have different subscribers, so I figured I'll go ahead and do it anyways. And you can kind of see that all coming off. And you can see how they look like after there. So you just rub it all over. The gel just kind of is over the whole seed. And that is, the gel is on the seed for when a pet eats it, or a chicken, or any kind of bird, or any animal that may get on that seed, to protect it in the chicken's, or whatever it is that eats it, stomach. And so that when they poop it out, it still comes out whole. It protects it against the acids. But since we're putting it straight in the ground, we don't need that on our... And I'm really not seeing any of these that aren't viable. So that's super awesome, but I was hoping to get one or two so I could show you. Okay. So there's a few of them where it doesn't want to come off, but gel thing right there, see that little bit of a gel thing? That's what comes off the seed. Okay, so I'm just going to let it dry a little bit longer, and then I'm going to put this on a table to totally dry. And if you ever get one where it doesn't come off, just soak that seed a little bit. But you want it to come off because you want it to not degrade the seed. Over time. Because we love cucumbers in this house, and cucumber salad. And if you'd like a good cucumber salad recipe, I'll link one below. I have a sour cucumber salad recipe that is delicious, that I grew. My husband brought some bigger cucumbers home because we were only doing the pickling kind this year. But if you want to, we're just going to let these sit and dry now. And then we'll just label them, store them with the date on them, and they should be good. So you really want to make sure you get all that outer shell or outer gel off of that cucumber seed before you store it, though. If you ever want to collect seeds from a certain cucumber, like if you have more than one variety growing in your garden, what you want to do is that you want to hand pollinate that. What you want to do, if you want to you have more than one variety in your garden, is that you want to hand pollinate that seed. And what that looks like is that you grab the male flower and the female flower, and you pollinate that seed by hand by ripping off the male flower off your vine and bringing it to the male or the female flower, and then rubbing that together, and then rubbing that male flower on the female flower, on the inside of the female flower. And then you want to cover that up with like a mesh bag of some kind. You can find those at the dollar store in like the party section or the wedding section. You can get these little mesh bags, and then you put that in there, and then as soon as it starts growing the cucumber, you take that mesh bag off of that flower, and you put a ribbon on that branch, or the little bottom stem, so you remember what cucumber that you hand pollinated, and then you can save the seeds from that cucumber, and then you'll get one of the same variety. So that's how you do it, guys. I thank you guys for coming along with me today. Please take time to like and subscribe, and please leave a comment about what you think about this video. I would love to hear what you're thinking about this video and what you'd like to see from my garden, or what more I do with my cucumbers or anything like that. I do a lot of canning on this channel. I do a full vegetable garden as much as possible, and I also raise ducks, chickens, and turkeys and rabbits. So if that's what you're looking for in a channel, please take the time to like and subscribe and leave a comment about what you'd like to see on my channel, and I'll get back to you. Have a wonderful day, you guys. As always, God bless.